Hello, my name is Allison and I'm an intern with the social work department. I'm here to ask you some questions that we ask all of our admissions. The first questions are to gauge your cognition and mood, and then there are some questions about your access to services, as well as questions to improve our care for you here during your stay. So what brings you here?
My daughter just dropped me off. I took a really bad fall at home,
Okay.
so she wants me to get help here.
Okay. So first, I always state that I'm committed to maintaining your confidentiality regarding your personal information. I will not share information about you or your case with anyone without your explicit consent unless legally required to do so. This includes situations where there is a risk of harm to yourself or others, or where mandated reporting laws apply for abuse or maltreatment. And I'm happy to discuss these limitations with you further if you'd like. My goal is to create a safe and trusting environment where you feel comfortable sharing your thoughts and experiences. So on to the first assessment. So I'm going to say 3 words for you to remember and to repeat back after me. The words are sock, blue, and bed.
Alright. Sock, black, and blue.
Okay. Alright, and can you tell me what year it is right now?
2024.
And what month are we in right now?
March.
Okay. And what is the day of the week today?
Wednesday?
Alrighty, and can you remember those 3 words from the beginning?
Blue, black, and bed?
Okay. And one of the words, to give you a hint, was a piece of clothing.
Pants?
Okay. So that's the first assessment. It's all done. And the next set of questions have to do with your past experiences and how they might impact your care here. So the first question is, have you experienced a traumatic event in your life that would impact your care here?
Yeah. I tend to get very nervous walking by myself because I'm pretty shaky still.
Okay.
After my last fall, it was pretty scary. I don't want to fall again.
Yeah, of course. That's very understandable. And here we make sure that we have staff and aides on hand to help people when they want to walk places. You never have to worry about walking alone.
Okay.
Do you feel safe speaking with me today?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you feel safe here right now in the building?
I mean, I don't want to be here. I don't quite have a choice. Do you know, if my kids or my grandkids would be able to visit me while I'm here?
Oh, they're absolutely able to visit you while you're here. And they can stop by anytime.
Okay.
And all they have to do is sign up or check in at the front desk, and they can come right up to see you.
Thank you.
Of course. Alright. So since you answered yes to the first question, I'm going to have a series of additional questions to ask about any specific experiences you have or any symptoms that we can address and help you out with. So physically, have you experienced headaches, stomach problems, rapid heart rate, or insomnia?
Yeah. I get really bad stomach issues and insomnia at night.
Okay. So at nighttime, would you say that's every night?
Just about.
Okay. And when was your most recent experience of stomach problems?
Probably last night when I tried to get to bed.
Okay. And when was your last experience of insomnia?
It's an every night type of thing.
Okay. And then emotionally, have you experienced anxiety, nightmares, or restless sleep?
Yeah. I get really bad nightmares about getting hurt and no one being around to like come help me.
Do you have these sorts of nightmares every night or just some nights?
It's some nights, especially like after something like the big fall happened, kind of like reinforces that fear a little bit.
Okay. And do you experience anxiety or fear of others?
No. I'm pretty good with others.
How about any negative thoughts, any feelings of guilt?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a burden to my daughter and my grandkids because I can't do as much as I used to.
Oh, okay. And would you say you experience these feelings every day, some days, throughout the day?
I'd say like throughout the day, like with tasks if I can't complete them.
Alright. Let's see. Do you experience difficulty adjusting to new situations?
Yeah. Even this is like a big move for me.
Yeah, that's very understandable. For a lot of people, it's definitely a big change to come here, and it takes an adjustment period.
Yeah.
Alright. Do you experience any loneliness?
Yeah, my late husband passed away recently, like last year.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
It's okay. I just don't want him to. He doesn't have to see me like this at least now, where I'm like barely able to take care of myself.
Do you experience withdrawal from others?
No, I try to get out as much as I can. It's just hard to at my age.
Okay. I will say that here at the nursing home, we have a lot of activities where residents are able to socialize with each other. We also have services, bus services, to transport people to different places around the community. If you want to go shopping or go to the library, and a few other things. To help with engagement and socialization, which a lot of people enjoy. If that sounds like something you would enjoy.
Yeah. Being able to finally get around with help would be nice.
Of course. Do you experience poor self-esteem?
Yeah.
Let's see. So how frequently would you say that you feel low self-esteem?
I would say like every day, just because, like I said, I'm getting older, and we all know what like comes up with getting older.
Okay. You're definitely not alone in that. I know a lot of other residents express similar sentiments, and here we definitely strive to uplift people and to make them feel welcome and to feel valued. That's definitely a value that we hope to share with everybody here. Do you experience limited social skills?
Only because of the access, like, to being social. Typically, since I can't get out of my house without help, I have a hard time getting friends or meeting with my grandkids or just kind of like leaving the house. I've been in my house for like years.
Gotcha, okay, I see. Do you experience fear of enclosed spaces or places?
Yeah, I don't like to be restrained and put into like small rooms and stuff. It gives me really like nervous because I don't want things to like fall on me or anything else.
Do you have discomfort when being like physically contacted by other people? Do you prefer to not like be touched like on your shoulders or anywhere?
As long as they like tell me ahead, like give like some type of word that they're there. Like I have hard hearing, they'd have to be a little bit louder, but I just want like the notice before like immediately going and like grabbing my arm or something.
Okay. Okay. And do you have a preference for male or female caregivers in particular?
Preferably female caregivers.
And do you ever feel jumpy, easily startled?
Yeah, that's why I want them to like say something before coming up, because I'll jump very fast.
That makes sense. Okay. So having previous notice. All right. Are you aware of any triggers that remind you of a traumatic event, whether it's a noise, a smell, certain temperatures, different situations?
Like loud bangs and stuff, they kind of make me a little bit more edgy and scared, because like a long time ago we had a break into our house and it led to one thing or another, and like one of our kids got hurt, so like anything like loud bangs will like really get me triggered and upset.
Okay.
I like more quiet and peaceful environments.
Gotcha. Okay. Alright, so I jotted a bunch of notes down about your preferences and what makes you feel more comfortable, and I'm going to check in with nursing, with physical therapy, activities, dietary. They all make up our interdisciplinary team here that's going to help take care of you. And I will definitely start jotting down a care plan for you, including all of your preferences, to make sure that we can help you feel comfortable.
Thank you.